Okay, so I want to just stop and take a moment. I'm about to get ready to go live, but I want to highlight the sweet potato that's been in this corner for only a couple of weeks. Now, it started to sprout the first week I purchased it. I got this sweet potato. It's an organic sweet potato from Whole Foods. And we just moved in. At the time, we had just moved into our new home. It was a home that God said he had allocated for me and my children. It was a home for people who've been following my lives and my testimony and my walk of faith. Everything that God has been telling me to do has been abundant. So when you are obedient, we know the scripture says that obedience is better than sacrifice. We know that, right? But the reason why you want to be obedient is because that's where the abundance is. That's where the life is. That's where the overflow is. This sweet potato, first of all, I've never seen a potato period sprout quite like this, especially with no dirt, no sun, no environment that would cause this to happen, right? But not only has it sprouted, look at this. You would have thought I had this thing sitting on my counter for months on end. Guys, we have only been in our new home for 30 days. Well, a little bit more than 30 days. And I bought this sweet potato only a couple of weeks ago, and it started to sprout a week after having it. And what God highlighted for me was that life is where your obedience is. Abundance is where your obedience is. This is why you have to be obedient. That does not mean, now hear this out, because God said this to me too. Your obedience keeps you in his covering, in his protection, in his covenant, right? By being obedient to him, you are saying that you trust God. You trust what he tells you to do. Whether you understand it or not, you trust him. You believe him, you know him, you love him, and you honor him, right? With your obedience, with your faith. But me and my children have recently taken a step of faith and not even a step, child, a 26-hour drive of faith. Okay, let's be real clear. Made a huge leap and did what God told us to do. And when I tell you we have been blessed ever since, the blessings, there are certain blessings that you cannot obtain in the environments that you are still in. I am telling you, all you gotta do is read the scripture. Jesus himself, when he went back to his hometown, because of the spirit of familiarity, there were certain miracle signs and wonders he could not do. The scripture says that it was very minimal. But when he went out on the road and was doing what his father told him to do, right? It was overflow. You have to go where God is telling you to go, because that's where your blessings are. That's where your protection is. That's where your overflow is. I'm about to go live, but I needed to highlight this because I'm actually about to plant this. The second lesson I got from this was this, and I say this to people often. God never tells you to give of your seed. He tells you to plant it and multiply. Come on. I need y'all to follow. Plant it and multiply. This is a sweet potato. Now, if you notice, I have other sweet potatoes in here, and these are all organic, y'all. Okay? Organic mangoes. You know what's organic when it has a 9 in front, just so y'all know. What are these things called? Clementines. I believe these are, I don't know if these are organic, but the rest of them are, right? What God was sharing with me was this sprout, this beauty, right? This beautiful sweet potato. Oh my God. He said, I want you to plant it, because out of this one sweet potato, and we're going to come back in a couple of weeks. Hold on one second. Okay, hold on. I see your shoes. Thank you. Y'all, my toddler. Anyway, we're going to come back and I'm going to show you, because I got the stuff so I can plant it. And we're going to see the abundance that comes from this one sweet potato. Clearly, it's abundant. I'm excited to see the results. I promise you. Don't give away your seed. You give from your overflow. We're going to go live. We're going to get into some good conversation, y'all. But y'all stay tuned. Do y'all see this? Have you ever seen a sweet potato sprout like this? With no sunlight, no soil, no water, nothing. It just, do you see this? Absolutely gorgeous. I cannot wait to plant it, and I can't wait to see the harvest I get from this seed. Oh, we about to go live. Y'all better get ready.